What up, YouTube? It's your boy, and we're at How We Do Aquatics. Just getting in, feeding everybody. These Dovii fry, man, they are absolute. They do the most, man. I have my fry that's outgrowing everybody. They're literally in the 75-gallon, which I thought was enough space for these small fry at one point. They're literally preying on the smaller fry in this aquarium. Oh man, I thought something was wrong. I thought it was this big problem. Then all of a sudden I started noticing like gangs of bigger guys would just break out and start chasing a smaller guy. Ew, fly. I'm like, wow, let me show you. See if we can get some action. Matter of fact, let me hit the lights and we might get a little action. Check these guys out, man. Give me a chair. Sit back and let's give them about a minute. They've been literally killing the smaller fry. Like, it's crazy. We're going to get it. We're going to get a school of these guys chasing them in a minute. I know they're going to do it. Huh? They ain't doing it. Well, these are the fry. They're about an inch and a quarter long now. A lot of them. Time for them to go to their forever homes. A lot of people don't want to pay this high shipping rate though. I've actually been looking into Southwest Air, which is a little cheaper. Pretty much get a rate of like $100 overnight, or same day. If I had a shipment of somebody wanted something in Maine, let's say, and I go to them, they had a flight from Maine, whatever day we got situated and set up, I would take them in that day and they would land that day to you whenever the other, regular flight would land in Maine. So which is cool, better than overnight, cheaper. But we'll see. We'll see if we go that route. It's a lot you have to do to set that stuff up. So, but anyway, we ain't getting no action there. Say what up, Steven. All right. In this tank, these guys are a lot bigger. Not a lot. They're bigger though. But the other guys actually have been catching up in size. We got breeding convicts in here, convicts and fry in this aquarium. So he's hovering over where they are, keeping them locked into that rock structure over there to the right side there. They usually are in there and up under all through. There's fry and smaller convicts. I want to build a better structure so they could get around a little more, spread out a little bit more. I give them some more rock stuff to, they could roll around. I think they were picking off Fry, but not as bad as those Placo. Anyway, off of that aquarium. Right now, it's kind of boring. I don't take you in the house. The house is busy. Where I got my Umbrifrum. But I have acquired an aquarium that I am going to put on top of I think it's going to be these scratches. I don't know what the hell this is. This was saltwater aquarium. It had the baffles and everything. I took them out. It is going to be a reseal. But this is going to be on top. This aquarium is about 115, I believe. It's baffled it, which is good for me because I'm probably gonna paint this back to try to cover up as much as I can. I thought about trying to remove the scratches, but I'm like, shit, man. I don't know. They're only on the back, really. Some on the sides. I guess he had rock formations, But I gotta do a reseal. I done already cut everything out for it. Got it prepped up and ready. Cut all of the sealing silicone out of the inside. Got to get some more black. I'm gonna probably go over and try to see if I can get a little bit more out of there. Everything's cut out and all of that stuff. But I've been thinking, since it is drilled already, top and bottom, the bottom is drilled, I can actually sit it on top of the aquarium, which is gonna be a 3 foot high, 3.5. I'm thinking 3.5 deep. So I can account for, these 2x4 and the lumber back there. These are 3.5 on this side where the window picture frame would be, plus that 1.5 inches. So that's what, 5 inches. So if I did 3.5, it'd be 3 foot 1 inch in actual space, and aside from what the acrylic is gonna take up. So really it'd be 3 foot inside. So I'm thinking 3.5 in depth, 3 foot height, and the 8 foot, 7 foot 10, whatever it is long, whatever that lumber comes. And this I can actually put on top. I could cycle my filtration, which I've been thinking about how I'm gonna build my next sump setup. I'm probably gonna come in, run my piping all the way to the bottom, and of course across. Say if this was north, I'll run down and run my pipe at the bottom south, vent that pipe. I'm going to stack it with pool filter balls in the inside, so they give me my polishing, and probably do a K1 media that just sits static K1 media, not moving bed, just to catch anything that may get past all of them pool filter balls, which it shouldn't be much. Catch that. And after I run the plumbing, like that's ran back there and out into here, my exit tube there will actually flow into this aquarium, which will be on top of the other aquarium, and through one of these ports, plumb right back into the aquarium. So I can use one filtration system, 2 tanks on the next build. And that's what this is for. And I'm thinking about going some, it's gonna be Parachromis. Thinking about going Yellow Jacket. Let me turn around. Let's get Big Boy behind us so we can watch him a little bit. See, situate the camera so we can get him in the frame. Probably chop my head off, but that's all right. Thinking about still going Parachromis. You know what? I sit on my butt. Still talk. In my work clothes anyway. It don't matter. So I want to do some Yellow Jackets. Probably Parachromis. Do some Parachromis, Yellow Jackets or something. I think that'll be cool. So I'll do them. I hope I got the name correct when I'm saying Yellow Jackets. This dude's been acting shy. He been offish. He on and off. He'll be aggressive one week and act reserved the next. So I don't know. Nice and healthy, man. I love chilling, hanging out with him. Yeah, but that's what I think I'm gonna do, man. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm thinking Freddy's. I'm gonna go Freddy's. I might give me some Freddy's for that aquarium right there. Put it on top. I'm not sure if I should do them in 115 gallon. If that could be a forever home. So I'm gonna think about that. I'm gonna do a little bit more research on them. I've never did the Freddy's before, but from what I remember or what I can't really remember, I don't think they get that large. But if they don't, and I can get away with 115, 100, I think it's 115 gallon, I will house them in there and grow them up on top of the umbrithium I got in the house. I'm really excited about them. From what I've gathered from the Fry, you know, the females have crazy growth spurts, young, and outgrow the males younger up until about 6 inches. Well, I'm really seeing that. So I'm thinking that's what I'm seeing. I got 3 or 4 big. They all started out pretty much the same size. Now I got 3 or 4 like double the size of the other ones in there. And I'm looking at the little guys like, y'all just will not grow. But they are, it's just a little slower. It's pretty much it, man. Been pretty laid back here. You know, I ain't got a whole lot of, I ain't got the multiple tank syndrome. Well, it's growing, but we don't have multiple tanks yet. It's been a process. I work a lot, and work a lot of hours. So when I get the time, man, you know, I get to hang out and just chill and ramble on about the fish. Thinking about getting this sand out of here, sucking this sand out of here, man. And coming with some pebbles in there instead of this stuff. This is Big Boy, man. My big fella. And I haven't given no names to these females. So if y'all got any names that y'all could think of, that'd be cool. And she's a beautiful female back there, man. I really like her. That's the mama over there. Her eggs didn't, I don't know, they didn't do nothing. Or they all got mixed up, I don't know. Plecos ate a lot of my babies when these guys were sleeping. And now the babies are eating each other. Had me snatch the sand out thinking, oh man, something was wrong with the sand. I'm like, why or am I coming home? And I'm watching the babies eating the other babies, but I hadn't seen them actually chasing nothing down until recently. I'm like, wow, man, y'all really tripping in here. So I wish I could have gave them more space, you know. Or I didn't want to leave them in here because catching them is absolutely difficult now that these guys are bigger. I wish I would have sucked them all out younger and fed them. But I actually ended up letting some of them go ahead. I wanted to see what it was, what everybody was talking about, some fry or uh, they grow faster with the parents, which did happen early on. They did grow a lot faster in this aquarium. But now it's kind of evening out now. It is evening out to where the guys are pretty much on the set the same pace. These guys are a little bigger still though. They are a little bigger. I can't take it from them. They are a little bigger in this aquarium. But for the most part, I'm a single species in a tank kind of guy. So, I like the single species. When I was younger, coming up, I would have had the Oscars, the Pacu, the Clown Knife. I caught catfish and raised them in the lake. And I did the Red Devil and the single species 10-gallon, growing him out when I was a lot younger. A lot younger. And I did the community tanks, younger. Now, I think I want to do the bigger, even bigger boys, and grow them and give them they forever home and enjoy them, man. That's what I'm on now. It's more, get a little action, you know, there's a little bit more solitude up in here, especially with this guy being wild caught, man. With all of them, they aren't like the fry, where the fry come up, greet you and stuff. Totally different from the fry. Even the fry in this tank used to do it. They'll come on up. It's taking him a little time to be like rolling through the motions and just really getting used to the aquarium. So you probably need some time. You probably turn into this crazy glass banging maniac in time, you know. But by him being wild caught, I want to give him as much space as he absolutely can have. I don't think that you should. I didn't think I wanted to get a fish wild caught and stick him in 150 or something like that after he's coming out of a whole giant pond. So so that's why he got this all to himself with two girlfriends. May I add? They like to work out their differences. I need to get some more sight breaks going on for these females, but for some reason they're not gonna branch out and get away from each other. They kind of stay close, I guess, so they can roll every now and again. I don't know. But when I get the umbies going in here, which would be, I was supposed to be started on that already, but a few minor setbacks. Might be another month or two. I'll start getting the lumber in, and we'll start fastening stuff together. And getting it set up and getting everything moves where I can get it where it's gonna go. Cause it's gonna go opposite the opposite side of the room, the garage. And I'm dealing with I'm gonna deal with this temperature. I gotta get something. I gotta get some ventilation. I gotta pull some heated air out of here and also get a insulation for this garage door so I can suck the warm air out of here. Tank been sitting at an even 80, 81, and it's being registered in the. It's actually the temperature is being measured in the drum, but when I fill the water, it's not that warm. It don't feel like 80-degree water to me, so I don't know. But you know what, man? I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I done rambled enough. Share my partner, man. This is my boy, this big boy. This big boy, you know what I'm saying? And I need some names for the girls. Hey, all right, y'all have a great day and deuces. Say deuces, big boy. Deuces.